Yo, what's going on, guys? Today in this video, we're going to talk about how I made $981 day trading NASDAQ this morning. Um, Today was probably the easiest day I've seen this entire week. This entire week has been super choppy, and I actually blew a few of my accounts this week trading because it was just super choppy PA. I mean, scaling up to the 4 hour, they're literally, let's see, what was the beginning of the week? It's the 16th. So. I mean, yeah, bro. I mean, there's just chop, bro. I mean, bro, like all the moves that happened were during London, and all the New York sessions were literally just straight chop, 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 chop. I mean, dude, today was the first day we actually had a good PA, and I'm not surprised that I actually had a good day today because the first time we actually get good price action, I make money. Who would have thought? I mean, bro, it's just like these markets recently have just been so awful. Um, But anyways, yeah, this is my fresh eval today. Um, and I'm basically gonna explain what I did today to essentially make the amount of money that I did. So let's put this stuff back on the chart. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so I entered. Let's see if I get to it. So I entered right here. So the trade I had, let me pull it up. Wait, one. All right, this was the trade. This was the trade I got today. Um, and honestly, it was a pretty small trade, like to be honest. But basically, we had just to go over like the entire bias of the day. I was fully bullish. I'm not gonna lie. There was higher time frame draws and liquidity. We had these highs stacked up. We had these because coming into the day, we were right here. We weren't actually down here. We were up here. So we had this gap we had to fill. We had these highs. We had this 4 hour fair value gap, and we had already swept out multiple high time from draws on liquidity. So I was like, bro, obviously bullish. But market came down, dropped, and I was honestly waiting for a manipulation, which was this leg, which I was expecting to be the reversal point. Once we swept this low, this low, and this low, I was like, all right, cool. We can go ahead and start making that reversal point up, manipulation, consolidation, manipulation, reversal. And then we actually respected this 5 minute gap. This 5 minute gap is what basically confirmed like what I was gonna do for the day. Once I saw this fill this 5 minute gap, literally perfectly equilibrium, I saw a strong displacement to the downside. Once I saw that, I'm not gonna lie, I was a little hesitant. Um, this would have been the ideal trade up here. Once this candle closed, boom, stop loss up here, targeting London low. This would have been a 100 point trade, but I hesitated, and the reason I hesitated is because I've honestly been losing this entire month, and this entire month has been super rough for me. So I hesitated. My confidence is low, and I really didn't know what today was going to happen. So I entered here, stop loss above here. Honestly, it was a little bit more riskier of a trade, but the reason why my stop loss was so tight is because it was above this candle here, and we were literally so close to London low. I was like, bro, I'm fine with risking a little bit heavier because I know we're gonna take out London low, and we did. It's exactly what happened. Almost immediately swept it, and I made $1,000 on the day. I would honestly probably take this trade 9 times out of 10. The only thing I would do differently would be to take this strong bearish candle displacing out of this gap and this 1 minute gap as well. I was actually going to take this, but I don't know. I just got so psychologically just wrapped up in my mind. I just didn't take it for whatever reason. This would have been a really good trade. Enter here, stops once we sweep this low, targeting London low. I mean, this would have been really a beautiful trade. Um, and for those who took that trade, I mean, you guys are just crazy. W traders, but this was the trade I took, $981. It was honestly a little late into the market entering, but honestly, I made my profit. I think it's a good trade. I would have taken this 100 times over. And the reason why I entered down here and up here is because I was like, okay, if we have a 2 minute fair value gap, and price, I wanted to price it come up here and then have a displacement to the downside, like touching this low and then reverse to the downside. Price never met that point though. And then once I saw that we were starting to displace lower after barely tapping into this fair value gap, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and enter. I mean, I'll get a quick, worst case scenario, like a 1 to 1 pretty much, 1 to 2. But I ended up catching a bit more than that. Um, And yeah, I mean, if you have super obvious draws on liquidity like this, I mean, it's just dumb not to take it in my opinion. Because if it's so obvious, then why aren't you taking it? But because your entry isn't good, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's free money. If it's so obvious, if it's so obvious to you, it should be dumb for you not to take it, and that's what every trade should be like. My like new motto that I'm going with now is if it's so obvious, then you should take it. And like this London low being tapped, it was just so obvious to me. After we displaced super strong after this 5 minute fair value gap. Um, yeah, that is pretty much what happened. We made a bullish SMT. It's a fill this 5 minute gap. So literally, this is a really good day. This New York session was really good. After we set this low, we just chopped, came up here, filled this gap, and continued lower. So